There are 3 ways to vote in Gwinnett County: absentee voting by mail, advance in-person voting, and in-person voting on Election Day. Absentee voting by mail is open to all registered voters in Gwinnett County. To get started, you'll need to request an absentee ballot. A completed application must be received before an absentee ballot is issued. Applications can only be accepted 78 days to 11 days prior to an election. To apply for an absentee ballot, visit mvp.sos.ga.gov. You can also print an application from gwinettelections.com. To complete the absentee by mail application, you must provide all the required fields noted in red on the left-hand side of the application, or your application may be rejected. Please note that the application is 2 pages. Complete both pages. A wet signature or mark is required. Once you have completed the application, you can email it to absentee@gwinnettcounty.com, fax your application to our office at 678-226-7208, or hand deliver to 455 Grayson Highway, Suite 200, that's in Lawrenceville. If you are over age 65, have a physical disability, live overseas, or are an active member of the military, or have a spouse or child of an active service member, you may use the application to request ballots be sent to you automatically for every election remaining in the current election cycle. When voting by mail, you will receive all the forms and envelopes necessary for marking and returning the ballot. Follow the instructions provided with your ballot. If you decide to vote in person, you must surrender your absentee ballot to the poll official or complete a cancellation of absentee ballot form. If your original absentee ballot is lost, spoiled, damaged, or marked in error, please complete the cancellation of absentee ballot form and return it to voter registrations and elections. Once the elections office has received, reviewed, and verified your application, an absentee ballot will be sent to your permanent mailing address on file or temporary out-of-county address. Only those voters who are physically disabled or detained in a jail or detention facility can have their ballots sent to a different in-county address. Ballots are mailed beginning 29 days prior to the election or as soon as ballots are available prior to the runoff. Be sure to complete the oath envelope in its entirety. If you do not have a Georgia driver's license or Georgia's state ID or a social security number, place a copy of one of the forms of identification listed in the absentee ballot instructions in the yellow and white return oath envelope. If all the information on the oath envelope is not completed or does not match what is in your voter record, your absentee ballot may be rejected. Your absentee ballot must be received in our office by 7 p.m. on Election Day. There are several ways to return your completed and signed absentee ballot. You can mail or hand deliver it to the Voter Registrations and Elections Beauty P. Baldwin Building, located at 455 Grayson Highway, Suite 200 in Lawrenceville. And you can place the ballot in one of the designated advanced voting drop box locations during advanced voting hours of operation. For more information about drop boxes, visit gwinnettcounty.com/absentee voting. Ballots received after the polls close on Election Day cannot be counted, so be sure to mail the ballot in a timely manner to ensure your ballot is received by the deadline. To track the status of your absentee ballot from the time it's mailed to the time it's accepted, visit georgia.ballottracks.net/voter or visit the My Voter page at mvp.sos.ga.gov. You can also vote in person before Election Day by heading over to one of our advanced voting locations during specified dates and times to cast your vote. Advanced in-person voting is convenient, allowing you to choose a time that works for you. Last but not least, there's in-person voting on Election Day. This is when you visit your designated polling location and cast your vote on the day of the election. Remember, voting is not just a right, it's a civic duty. Whether you choose to vote in person, by mail, or on Election Day, the crucial step is verifying your voter registration status and polling location. Visit mvp.sos.ga.gov to check your voter information.